Welcome to Pakistan, the most overlooked masterpiece on our planet. A land of endless valleys, turquoise lakes, ancient forts, and people who still welcome strangers like family. In this journey, we will explore breathtaking canyons, hidden villages, snow-covered deserts, and a culture that has survived empires, invasions, and time itself. Let's go. Pakistan is home to one of the oldest civilizations in human history. 5,000 years ago, the Indus Valley people built cities with drainage systems, grids, and public baths, long before Rome or Athens. Then came the Persians, the Greeks under Alexander, Buddhist monks, Silk Road traders, Mughal emperors, and later, the British. In 1947, modern Pakistan was born, carved out of the Indian subcontinent as a homeland for Muslims. But the soul of this land is much older. It's written in stone, in desert forts, and in the Indus River that has never stopped flowing. Lahore. If Pakistan had a cultural capital, it would be Lahore. This is the city of poets, food, and courtyards. The Badshahi Mosque can hold over 100,000 people. The walled city still smells of spices, wood, and history. And the food, from sizzling Sikh kebabs to sweet gulab jamun, is legendary throughout South Asia. But Lahore is also loud, chaotic, beautifully messy. It doesn't try to be perfect, it just lives. Islamabad. Just 4 hours north, you find a completely different Pakistan. Islamabad, the capital, is clean, green, and quiet. The Faisal Mosque stands like a Bedouin tent in marble. The city is built in zones, surrounded by parks and pine forests. It feels like the Pakistan that could have been. Organized, peaceful, and modern. Most tourists start here, but the real adventure begins when they leave. Hunza Valley. Hunza Valley is not just beautiful. It is famous for one unusual reason. People here live unusually long lives. Some say it's the water from the glacial rivers. Others say it's the diet of apricots, walnuts, and fresh bread. But most visitors remember the view. From Karimabad, you see Rakaposhi, a 7,788-meter mountain, standing directly above you. And the forts, Baltit and Altit, have stood for over 700 years, watching empires rise and fall from their stone foundations. This is not a tourist trap. This is a living culture. Passu Cones and the Karakoram Highway. A short drive north, you reach the most photographed mountains in Pakistan, the Passu Cones. They rise like jagged teeth from the earth, sharp, unclimbed, unforgiving. This stretch of the Karakoram Highway is one of the most dangerous roads in the world, and also one of the most beautiful. You drive through deep gorges, past blue rivers, across old suspension bridges that sway in the wind. Passu is where Pakistan stops looking like Earth and starts looking like a dream. Attabad Lake. In 2010, a massive landslide blocked the river. Houses, roads, and whole villages disappeared under rising water. But tragedy created something strange. A lake of the deepest turquoise you have ever seen. Attabad Lake is now a place for boating, jet skiing, and quiet camping. And if you look closely, you can still see the tops of old trees below the surface, like a ghost forest. Fairy Meadows and Nanga Parbat. To reach Fairy Meadows, you first survive one of the most dangerous jeep rides on Earth. Then you hike for 2 hours through pine forests older than your country. And then, silence. You step into a clearing, and there it is, Nanga Parbat, the Killer Mountain. At 8,126 meters, it is the 9th highest peak on Earth. But from Fairy Meadows, its south face rises over 15,000 feet in just a few kilometers, the steepest mountain wall in the world. Camping here is unforgettable. The stars feel close, the mountain feels alive, and the world feels very, very small. Skardu and the cold desert. Skardu is the gateway to K2, the second highest mountain on Earth. But even if you never trek to base camp, Skardu surprises you in other ways. There is a cold desert here, where sand dunes sit at 2,500 meters, surrounded by snow-covered peaks. It shouldn't exist, but it does. Nearby, Shangri-La Resort, also known as Lower Kachura Lake, is famous for its red-shaped restaurant floating on crystal-clear water. Locals call it heaven on earth. That is not an exaggeration. Deosai National Park. Deosai is the second highest plateau in the world, over 13,000 feet above sea level. There are no trees here, no villages, no people. Just rolling green grass, wild Himalayan bears, and silence so deep you can hear your own heartbeat. The road to Deosai is open only 3 months a year. The rest of the time, it sleeps under snow. For those who make it, Deosai is not a tourist spot, it's a pilgrimage. Kund, Malir, and Hingol National Park. Most travelers never visit southern Pakistan, but Baluchistan hides some of the strangest landscapes on Earth. The Karakoram Coastal Highway runs parallel to the Arabian Sea, with desert on one side and crashing waves on the other. Hingol National Park is home to the Sphinx of Baluchistan, a natural rock formation that looks exactly like the Egyptian monument. And the mud volcanoes here are real, active, and rare, found in only a few places in the world. Kund Malir beach is clean, empty, and turquoise, looking more like the Maldives than Pakistan. This is not the Pakistan people expect, and that's exactly why you should see it. For thousands of years, people lived on this land without borders. They were nomads, shepherds who moved with the seasons, crossing passes that had no names. That spirit is still alive. At Shandur Pass, 3,700 meters above sea level, they play polo on the world's highest polo ground, with snow around the field and clouds below your feet. Horses are not just animals here, they are family. And hospitality is not a business, it's a duty. A stranger is never refused tea, bread, or a place to sleep. Pakistani food is not subtle. It is spicy, rich, and slow-cooked. You start with chapli kebab, ground meat with spices, fried on an iron plate. Then karahi, chicken or mutton, cooked in its own juices with tomatoes, ginger, and fresh green chilies. You eat with your hands, using a piece of naan to scoop every last drop. And after the chaos of the main meal, you end with chai, sweet, milky, and boiled with cardamom. Meals in Pakistan are not just food, they are time spent together. Pakistan will not advertise itself. It does not need to. Its rivers speak, its mountains wait, its people remember. If you ever feel like the world has been fully explored, come here. Walk the Karakoram Highway. Sleep under the stars in Deosai. Drink tea with a stranger who will call you friend. Discover Pakistan, the most overlooked masterpiece on Earth. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and share. And stay curious, because our planet still has secrets.